This is the bullet train. Like, these days where we leave just get exhausting. Ran into the crowds. There we go. Crawl through. Oh, look at her beautiful dress.
Well, we are in a frenzy, packing up to leave Yokohama, getting ready to head to Kyoto with all of our friends. It's always busy and hectic when you're packing up to leave, trying to figure out what you can still take from the kitchen and the refrigerator, what you're gonna take on to the next place, trying to look under everything and remember all the chargers and all the socks. But what Jeremy and I are realizing is we never gave you guys an official tour of this place, and it's amazing. This Airbnb has been incredible. It's a traditional Japanese style house with tatami floors and very little furniture and just these gorgeous grounds that are so landscaped. Anyway, I'm gonna try to give you a quick view of the house. So what's really cool about these rooms is these tatami mats. You definitely have to take your shoes off, but they are layered. We saw a tatami store and you can see how they take like two different boards. There's like foam in the middle and then they wrap it and lay it down.
It's like small pieces of wood twined together.
I love the rice paper in the different rooms. It's beautiful and decorative and it blocks out the sun at different times of day. So you can slide it up and down to let more light in. It's so versatile. There's dividers for the different rooms. I just feel like you can do whatever you want with the rooms because they are so easily adaptable.
So we were upstairs most of the time. There's this cute little sink that we used for brushing our teeth. And then this bathroom. They have these little slippers in every bathroom. But once you shut the door, like, there's not much room. Like, but it worked. And again, the sink up here when you flush the toilet. Here's where I stacked up my mattresses to make it a little bit, you know, thicker. We loved how this looks out over this beautiful area. And those blossoms are so close. So a bunch of the kids were sleeping in here. And you could put like your bags in here. And this is where the mattresses go when we first arrived. They asked us to leave them out. All the doors have these like beautiful art on them. So in the kitchens here, one of the most difficult things we found, and this has been through most of Asia, we never have found a butter knife. And so we got peanut butter and jam and had sandwiches, but they're not typically eating bread here and they're not spreading jam or peanut butter or butter on their bread. And then I did scrambled eggs this morning. A spatula is also typically hard to find because they'll just use chopstick noodles or other things or not make scrambled eggs, I don't know. The thing I'm most excited about for being home, besides seeing Sunny, is not packing up and leaving and cleaning up. Like, these days where we leave just get exhausting. It's part of why I would prefer to stay somewhere for a month. You know, we were just here a couple days, but while we're here in Japan, we don't have as many days, and so we're traveling a lot faster. That means packing up and getting all the bags ready and making sure you didn't leave anything and getting out right on time, taking all the trashes out. Like, that part of travel is exhausting, and I look forward to not doing that all the time.
She said it was a shrine.
Oh, this is a Shinto shrine.
And this is represents rice, or rice grain.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So Shintoism is the dominant religion here in Japan. I still need to learn a lot more about it, but I know they have shrines for worship all throughout the different homes and temples throughout the country.
We did it. Again, every time we pack up, I feel tired and a little bit like a superhero.
The Kirk Jaws view.
I will say the one good thing about leaving with a bunch of friends is the Wesley effect.
What's that?
Do you remember that?
What's the Wesley effect?
I'll explain the Wesley effect after we get all packed up. Janae now has to return her roly-polies to their families. This was such a cool place.
I know, it's like we're in Japan.
We are.
We barely missed the cherry blossom.
Yeah, they are coming.
Well, and it's been really fun to kind of anticipate them.
They are so soon. Laura thinks it's snowing. If so, it would be way up in the sky because I don't think we're quite at 32 degrees here. So there was an earthquake though yesterday. It was a 6 point something in a city far away from us. But we felt the shaking. I actually was completely unaware of it, but I was editing. I was kind of in the zone. But yeah, we had an earthquake here. It's scary. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. I'm hoping it doesn't turn into a big rain. because we're going to the train station and it's a bit of a walk. Yeah, Kendra's doing all the final checks of like, do we have everyone's beloved stuffed animals? Do we have the passports? It's that Home Alone moment where it's like, did I leave something? We left Laura!
Or did I leave something?
Yeah.
What's the Wesley effect?
So do you remember Wesley?
From where?
Okay, in Kansas City, Wesley, an older brother in a family that we were...
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember Wesley.
There was a family we were friends with who had an 18-year-old that we would hire in Kansas City to drive us in our van to the airport on a trip. And then he would bring our van back to our house so we didn't have to keep the parking there, and then he would come pick us up from the airport. Anyway, we realized that when Wesley was there to come pick us up, our family was much nicer to each other because someone else was there.
I remember that.
So we called it the Wesley effect. So while we're leaving with everybody here, I may be less likely to use a harsh tone with the children. The children may be less likely to punch each other in the face or things of that nature, you know, like the Wesley effect. So we've forever coined it that in our family when other people are around to help us choose to be a little kinder to each other in stressful moments, like packing up and leaving to go to the airport or packing up and leaving to go to the train station. And yes, our children do fight. We obviously don't video those moments. And as parents, we do lose our temper and are not always as kind as we should be. And so we are a normal family, and we're often in stressful situations where we're trying to leave somewhere to get somewhere on time and trying to get the cooperation of all 7 of us when we're all in good moods rarely happens. And so normally family disgruntledness is part of our travels. Do you remember Wesley?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember when he would show up at our house sometimes to drive us to the airport?
Yep, I do.
Luckily he would get there like 30 minutes before we had to go, so that most stressful time he was there to witness. All right, we're getting ready to get on a bullet train. So we were hoping to grab some food at the train station, and it's always fun to see what they have in the store.
It's different train station food than I would be used to.
And yeah, like, do you microwave this? I don't know. This must be microwavable, or you just eat it cold. This is like their Egg McMuffin. All right, this is the bullet train. They have the fun nose. Did you see the front of the train? Janae really needs to go to the bathroom. There are bathrooms on the train, okay? We're almost there. Trying to grab one last water. And yes, that is a Baskin-Robbins vending machine. All right, we got our bags up here on the bullet train. All the window seats were sold, so we got these like aisle seats next to people. Feels kind of like an airplane.
How are they?
So good.
Really good. So they're having little peanut butter sandwiches. The seats recline, and we are going so fast. This bullet train is moving.
We call them peanut butter pockets.
They're really good. My bagel is actually delightful as well. I wish I would have gotten more.
Are we floating?
We're not floating. We're in a tunnel. That was cool. She's holding her breath. I don't know, this tunnel might be a long way underground. This is a yogurt smoothie with little bits of, I think it's fruit. Who knows? All right, we're about to get off the bullet train.
They make a very brief stop, so you have to be ready. Like, always standing at the front.
And where are we arriving?
Kyoto. They just closed the doors and it's off. That was a 2-minute stop. So it's funny, we got off the train and we could have taken a bus to another bus to get to our place. Or it was just a 17-minute walk. And I was actually surprised when all the kids just said, let's just walk. It didn't seem like a big deal. It's 1.2 kilometers. So we're headed, and Jeremy's being a really good sport with the extra luggage.
It's always fun to see the city from a walking perspective too.
Yeah.
Hey, it's blossoming here.
Did you guys find more cherry blossoms? Yeah. When we scheduled this trip, we thought we were going to barely miss the cherry blossoms. We were gonna get the tail end of it, and we were okay with that. But it turns out, it's all late, and we are hitting prime cherry blossom season. Look both ways, guys.
Why are they called cherry blossoms? They're not a cherry tree, right?
I don't know, because they don't actually become cherries. So, but they don't become cherries.
I know why.
Why?
I saw one at our house. It was a cherry blossom tree, but it wasn't bloomed yet. And they looked exactly like tiny cherries.
Before they bloom?
Yeah, before they bloom, they look exactly like cherries.
How interesting.
They're red, they have a stick and then a little bubble.
Okay.
It looks exactly like a cherry.
350 meters left. You going okay?
I could barely feel my bag.
Yeah, it's light today. That always makes me nervous. What did we forget? Did we remember everything?
I think so.
How come it's
Maybe
not
I
heavier?
lost something.
Uh-oh. Well, this is fun. This is close to where we're staying. Good job, team.
This is one of the downsides of Airbnb sometimes. They can be hard to
I think
find.
this is it. Guys, come here.
Wonderful, we found it.
We're the first ones in the group.
We came on a later train than our friends, and we were joking this was like amazing race.
We beat them.
We won. They're probably trying to get bus tickets here. Walking for the win!
Oh yeah.
For this Airbnb, we basically have two apartments that are side by side that have a courtyard in the middle. So half of us are gonna stay in this part. Oh, it actually has beds. Guess we won't be sleeping on the ground this time. Looks like a huge sink, but I think that's a bathtub. Very cool and different. Alright, so here's the courtyard and that's the other place. Oh, this is nice. Little water. And then here's the other spot. Looks like we do still have these beautiful floors and the beds on the floor. And a rock. I don't know, I should ask him what that is. I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Is another toilet.
So this is the dryer.
The shower room.
Okay, wonderful shower.
Oh, this is big. So again, and then you just have the dividers. And luckily, again, I'm just barely short enough to fit under these with no problem. Our last showers had such great water pressure, but the showers are super small. Like, we're in the shower. It is just very different than an American shower. Like, to move around, bending down is like all you can do. And then again, these like cute little sinks. Well, that just barely dribbles some water. We have had several times where people will list that they have a dryer. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but then it is just a rack, you know, to dry clothes. Not having a dryer has been a surprisingly big deal if you are moving around fast with 7 people, because you need to wash your clothes, and if it's raining outside, which this has a cover, which is nice, but you have to make sure your clothes get dry and you have time for that. It's just different than what we're used to, where it's like, I'll just throw it in the dryer and 45 minutes later, an hour later, it's dry. All right, so we're looking at the other side.
So he wants you to use slippers.
Oh, perfect.
Here.
Just don't eat in the public area, please.
So when you go into the rooms, you take them off.
Okay, it's important to have the slippers on. So this is still just sleeping on this wood, but it's a little bit lifted. This must be a futon bed. It's a cute, tiny little bathroom.
I'll show you that. This is the largest room in its 2 hours.
Okay.
Here's
This is a table. So apparently the last guest smoked when they were inside here. Anytime we smell smoke, even just a little bit as non-smokers, like, it's really hard. And there have been several times where we're getting into a car and the driver just was smoking in the car, and it's like, especially if we have a long drive, that's hard. Now the part that the moms will all work out is who's going into which room. They came by taxi. You guys gloating? You don't have to all rub it in their faces.
Yeah. I think they did taxi bullet train taxi.
Yeah. So it looks like our other friends had some big time problems.
Yeah. So our friends apparently weren't allowed out at the exit, so they're still trying to figure that out.
Because again, you have to have your tickets to leave, and if there's some kind of problem,
And you need both.
yeah. So they're stuck.
But we
We amazing raced them! Yes. By the way, I need to watch some of the Amazing Race with the kids. Kendra and I went through a phase 2010 where we watched several of the Amazing Races and dreamt about someday traveling the world like in the Amazing Race. Super fun.
We like did a real version.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, we watched one.
Did I show you that?
Well, we watched one episode,
Okay.
but it was for an obedience lesson.
What was that? What were we teaching?
Well, the teams were fighting, and the ones that didn't,
We're
like,
getting along and
we're
cooperating.
they ended up winning, and the people who like fought the whole time ended up losing,
There we go.
like completely.
I love using videos to teach lessons, and that's fun. You remember that? I forgot about that. All right. All the kids and Aaron headed off to 7-Eleven. Hot dog stick. Those corn dogs?
Best ice cream ever.
Okay.
So it's where you put the cone on the outside, chocolate on
They
the
had
middle.
that in Malaysia.
It's so good.
We have the aisle of cup of noodles. Is that the melon?
You good?
Yeah, we had a lot of that during karaoke. So they have a copy machine here, and luckily an ATM where we can get some money. But yeah, I've never seen a 7-Eleven with a copy machine in it. And here's the yen. Japan may be more than anywhere we've been, which this surprised me. It's all cash almost everywhere. Like even buying tickets at a machine, they only allow you to put cash in. You can't buy with cards. So we're always carrying a lot of coins and bills. All right, so apparently these are smoothies, the ingredients for smoothies that you can get blended up at the front.
Yeah.
That's cool. What flavor are you gonna get?
I think I'm gonna get mango just because that is just, they have so much banana.
Oh, it looks like good stuff. Banana's amazing.
I don't like banana.
All right, you're going with mango pineapple? Cool. So they're showing us how to make the smoothie.
I'm really good.
You scan it, open, stick it in, and then just hit OK. Yeah. It's struggling.
Come on, you got this.
Do it, Butler.
Oh wow!
It's honestly impressive. It's not light enough.
There we go. Okay, then you lift it, open it up. Whose is that one?
This.
Okay, so then you gotta scan it. All right, so Isaac was eating his mochi in there, and they were like, yeah, no eat. So you would never eat in a 7-Eleven here, ever. So another thing that is unique in Japan, we're now eating outside, but finding a public trash can doesn't really exist unless you're like in the airport, in the train station. All right, we're heading out to dinner. Looks like there's a Shinto shrine here. So this isn't a swastika.
No, the swastika is diagonal.
That is really strange.
45 degrees to the side. No,
But that is a sign of Shintoism, or
It's actually, I think,
a sign of.
Indian symbol as well, right?
So with arriving here, we have definitely seen more tourists. And apparently tourism has led to them shutting down certain parts of Kyoto. I'm not super familiar with it. I just saw a YouTube video where they just recently like shut down certain streets here in Kyoto because of tourists behaving inappropriately. I know they have parts here where you're not allowed to film. And so we'll be looking out for the rules and be respectful. It's something I just love being able to share and bring you along for. So I'm always bummed when I see that they don't want you to film stuff, but I respect it. So what is the name of the people dressed in the komodos?
Geisha.
Geisha?
Yes, the geishas are supposed to be out in this historic district in the evening, so we're wondering if we could happen to see one. But if not, we're just going for a beautiful evening walk and then finding dinner. Very important.
The outfits are called kimonos. That's the traditional Japanese dress. You've worn a kimono.
I have.
We went and visited with Stephanie before going on the world trip, and you interviewed her about Japan. I'm guessing they're just dressed up for fun, those people.
No, it might be a special event. It's beautiful.
Little puppy in a bag. Look at her beautiful dress. All right, as we're heading into dinner, we definitely ran into the crowds.
We found the tourist section.
Yeah. Okay, Janae, what do you think?
I love it.
All right, so here's one of those no filming. Yeah, so they're actually saying here they're banning tourism in some of these parts. So I think we're out of the area where we're not allowed to film. So we did actually see a geisha walking around in the area. This is beautiful. Good job. So Aaron was explaining at another shrine they were at that these are fortunes, and you can pay to have a fortune, and if it's not one that you want, you leave it at the shrine. I really need to learn a lot more about all of this, and it's fun to be here. So you actually crawl through this hole for good relationships.
I want a good relationship.
Okay, go ahead.
Go, Janae, go.
Crawl through. Oh, don't bonk your head. Did you bonk your head a little bit?
Yeah.
Are you gonna write down a wish? So you write a wish and then you stick it on to the, I don't know what to call it, the statue?
The shrine.
The shrine?
So easy.
Laura said I can't see the wish or it won't come true.
Pass through the hole in the stone from front to back to break off a bad relationship, and pass through from back to front to make a good one.
It's always good to be with someone who speaks Japanese. Stephanie's getting an explanation of how they're supposed to do it. Janae's cleaning her hands off from the glue from sticking the wish on the shrine. Elise said she's gonna tell us her wish. I don't know, it might not come true then, right? I guess you wrote it down and everyone can see it, so it must be different rules.
Well, anyway, so I just said that I wish that I could stay amazing friends with everyone that I knew.
Oh, that's
And it's not like specific on like whatever, so it's just in general.
It's a great wish.
To have a hamster. And I also wish some things private.
Oh,
And
okay.
then 2 other things are private.
Bunch of wishes. Janae, how are you liking the Japanese food?
I like the rice, but the rice isn't my type.
Not your type?
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Kendra?
So I feel like the cars here are like, this is America. You know the plastic that shrinks?
Yeah.
You put it in the microwave and it turns into Japan.
They're
That's what like all the cars are.
shrink-a-dink, like the cars are narrower and smaller and cuter.
I saw this tiny car and it was just like, shing.
Yeah. So look,
It's like they took a giant Nissan and went, shing.
it's just like more narrow. Maybe it's hard to tell here when you can't. Anyway, it's smaller. We made a 7-Eleven run and grabbed some treats.
Just trying different stuff.
It's about time for bed. Kids are finishing the game they're playing in here. They're constantly playing some kind of mafia game.
Okay, got it.
I don't know. She's heading to bed. The game is over. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth.
How'd you win so fast?
Well, these travel days are always long and a little bit exhausting. It's fun to be here in a new city. But tomorrow, I'm actually a lot more excited about. Good night. J-House out.
Cup noodle, soft serve ice cream.
I do not think that that is Japanese calligraphy. It's right on the floor. They requested a picture like this.